Oh, Jack, how are you, mate?
The best pork in the world, mate, not just the country. Come on.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, no, good, very good point. Very good point. I'm pretty proud to be, have some of this pork with us today, mate. I hope we can do it the honour it deserves.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate. And Mark's such a knowledgeable guy, as you were just saying, that when he comes on, he's going to drop some meat science on us. He's like, boom!
Oh, seriously, mate. Yeah. He's really interesting, too. He's a good character as well, isn't he? So,
yeah, just spoke to him about 10 minutes ago, and he's just mucking out the pigs, literally. So when he phones, when we go over to him, he'll be in the field.
Oh, well, tell him he'll need to wash his hand before he can push the buttons on the phone. Otherwise, it doesn't work so well. So tonight is Fiery Thursday Telling Porkies, isn't it?
Episode 13, I believe.
Episode 13. So
Crazy.
we featuring some wonderful pork from both Dingley Dell Pork and also Dingley Dell Cured. They've given us some cured hams, etc. as well. What? You mean you haven't got yours out of the packet?
No, I didn't know we were allowed. I didn't know we was allowed to yet.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that. Charcurterie. Well.
Wow. It's
Mate.
pretty flat, really, isn't it, mate? This is a little bit advanced for
That's gorgeous.
Fiery Thursdays. Yeah, no, this is beautiful. We got the magic ingredients, laid this out and added a few caper berries as well.
Oh, nice. Yes, we've got mine. Well, mate, I had a bit of bad news today.
Oh no.
The doctor reckons I've got a bit of gout. Seriously, yeah. So like, I've got to dial down on the fatty foods. Maybe after tonight, yeah.
I think it's more the red wine you should dial down on.
Oh, mate, yeah. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Good. Man of my age and all that.
Yeah, you're only a young fella. I look my age. Bit.
35 years young.
Ooh, mate, you're a spring chicken, mate, compared to me. And well, I've had all my cholesterol checked. They're all pretty happy. I've had all my things, whatever the levels and sugars and
You're in perfect homeostasis, I believe they say.
What's that? Like I'm like
you're like in balance. You're in it.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy. Could probably do a bit more of that exercise stuff, but that's difficult. But I do the fasting on the Monday and Tuesdays now. I've started that again, mate.
Oh, what's that? The 5-2 or whatever it is.
Yeah. I try weekday one and all of that, but that doesn't work. But the 5-2 seems to work for me quite nicely.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do a meat-free day. We'll see.
My elbow.
What are you cooking on?
Well, I was about to say my elbow's burning off on the here. I'm cooking over charcoal here, and I know during the week you'd mentioned another product. I mean, we should throw it in. We should have a bit of a yarn to them. I think these are the nuts. These things, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I'll just put mine away. But I tell you what an absolute essential for any barbecue. Like, this is not even like they've sent it to us, have they, to like plug it. This is something that both of us have that we just love, because I'm not being funny. I got the fire started in 2 minutes, maybe. Oh. Did you tell them about this?
Oh, we haven't got to that yet. Oh. Let's try. Yeah, but the Luftlighter, the same thing for me, mate. It's like I've got a limited amount of time between the office and the show to get all of this set up. So the Luftlighter just takes the risk out of it and takes a lot of the time out of it, mate.
Oh yeah, 20 to 6. I set the coals with that, and then by 6, I'm at 200 degrees now. I'm on my Weber charcoal summit tonight.
Okay, so you're on your Weber charcoal summit today. Okay, all right. I'm on the Weber. I'm on the Mastertouch, so I've fired that up, ready to go. I've got the. Is it easy? You can see it here. Here we go. I've got the charcoal arranged. Oh, well, they're briquettes, but arranged in the middle. That's going to be my hot zone for the pork. How are you going to cook your pork?
You know what?
Yep.
I'm going back to when we first met Mark. So we first met Mark, didn't we, when we did the Camden Roadkill Butcher evening, where we had the pork, and all they did was literally sear it and served it with like salt. It wasn't anything fancy. So I'm literally doing that again today. We're going to put it on the grill, get it to like 61 degrees Celsius, and I've just got some really nice finishing salt for afterwards. So I treat it like a steak.
Okay. Well, I was going to do the same. One little thing I did prepare was, well, let me show you what we better show everyone what we're cooking, mate. So, how's this for a pork steak adventure, mate? So here we've got some pork ribeyes, and up the top they've sent us some pork chops as well to cook through. So
they're T-bone chops, aren't they, mate? We've got the actual, so we've got the loin, and then we've got a little bit of the tenderloin on there as well. Oh,
it's good. These are going to be lovely now.
More marbled than a Roman villa, these, mate. Look at that. Beautiful.
Now, mine have got the little fat edge around here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've just sort of, about every inch, just sort of given it a bit of a graze all the way through, just so it comes up. Have you done that on yours?
Yeah, totally, mate. Like sharp knife, as you say, right through, not all the way through. You just want to go through that rind. You don't really want to cut into that fat too much, because what you want is that you want it to all render out, and you want it to all like pop up like pork scratchings. Oh,
heck yeah.
Mate.
So how are you going to do yours? I'm going to use the tongs, and I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to sear the fat side a bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've done what you've done. I've got like, so let me show you. I've got the grill set up for like 2-zone cooking. So on the left-hand side, that's where the charcoal's banked. So we can have a searing zone, and we can have a safe zone here, because these won't take long. I mean, especially the pork ribeyes, you really want to treat them like you would a ribeye steak, you know, a couple of minutes aside, if that, and then rest them, and then slice them and enjoy it like you would a beef ribeye. That's how confident I am in this pork. You know, all this like 71 degrees Celsius. Nah. No,
exactly. Well, this is actually quite hot here. It might be a little bit hot. So what I might do is I might move the charcoal apart here, and then cook the steaks in the middle of it. How's that? It's not quite as super hot. That's like, whoa. I
was going to say, how long can you hold your hand there for?
Not long at all, mate.
We don't want to like that episode of The Lamb where you had a bit of a fire there, don't we?
Exactly.
Mate, you've got to say, PC BBQUK texted me earlier. He's well looking forward to this episode. He's actually in his shack with a pork shoulder smoking away as we speak. And he said he's really looking forward to it. So, PC BBQUK, we salute you, sir.
Oh, PC BBQUK, always a pleasure. Always an honour, mate, to catch up with you. If there's one thing I can say for you, mate, it's sensational. So,
sensational, lad. He's been troubling you a little bit, isn't he, this week?
I know. I'm feeling trolled.
Oh. Tell human resources, mate. They won't care.
Oh, exactly. All right, yeah. All right, so I think, are we going to cook these after we've had a chat to Mark? He's going to...
so Mark's expecting us about 6:15, and then after that we'll get some steaks on the grill. And then the afterburn this week is going to be myself and Mark, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth into the Dingley pork range, the breeding program. They do a million bee project they want to talk about, which is really good for sort of conservation on the farm. So he's going to drop some knowledge and obviously tell us about the charcuterie and, you know, all the temperatures you should eat at, because there's certain temperatures you should eat meat at, because it livens up the fat sensors in your mouth and things like that. So he'll obviously explain it a lot better than I just did. But yeah, mate, he's going to drop knowledge.
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to just have a quick nibble here first.
What one's that? Is that the Albion? Oh.
No.
Crack on, he's open.
And it's well, pardon me, it's at room temperature as well. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. We're looking forward to a bit more of that whilst you guys are having a bit of a chat later. So yeah,
a bit of Manchego cheese with this charcuterie would go. Oh, that'd go well, wouldn't it? Right now.
Oh, Manchego cheese it is. And you know why I know why?
Why's that? Oh, your cat. Crazy cat man.
The cat is called, our cat is called Queso Manchego. Queso for short.
Yeah, but in East London, it's Manchego, isn't it?
Manchego, yeah. I'm sure he'll do a bit of a guest appearance a bit later.
Yeah, sorry, still one of them chops away, mate.
All right, so I think we should cut over to Mark now, and he'll give us a bit of a pitch on the pork and the charcuterie, etc. And then we'll come back and we'll do a bit of cooking. We'll announce the winners of the competition. We've got 3 winners for the packs or sets of the charcuterie.
Yep.
And then and then we'll cook up some pork afterwards, mate.
Shipyard. what we're drinking. Sounds good to me. I think if Mark's there, he should be able to give us a little wave.
Okay, yeah, Mark, if you're there, do a little wave icon on the thing, or a flame. Send us a flame. Send us something, just so we know you're there. And then we'll cut over to you. But yeah, I remember seeing Mark, like you say, if it was a little while ago at a dinner evening there, where they broke down a half a pig there, showed us a few of the cuts. Oh, yeah, Mark, there's the wave. And I remember tasting a lot of the pork there. And honestly, I've seen when you go to restaurants, you'll see it on the menu occasionally. You'll see, they don't just say, here's a pork dish or a pork steak or something or other, a pork. They'll go Dingley Dell pork. And I've seen that at a few restaurants. And when you get that at a restaurant,
he supplies Jason Atherton, Gordon Ramsay, all these like top restaurants with his pork because it's that good. And I used it for all my demos last year. So every demo I did last year, if you came and sampled some of the food, that was all Dingley Dell pork.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's online here. He's given us a wave and he said he's here. Let's go over and say hello, and he'll give us a bit of a speech on the pork, the meat and the steaks, and then, like you say, he'll be joining us later for more in depth on the sustainability. He'll be drilling down a bit later on. So,
yeah, mate, brilliant. I'm going to enjoy a beer and have some more charcuterie.
All right. We'll catch you in a minute, mate.
In a minute, mate.
All the best. Okay. Remove Jack. Here we go. Let's cut over to Dingley Dell. Dingley Dell pork ad. Okay, mate, we're just sending you an ad to join us here. You'll see the request come through. We've got the barbecue fired up. While I'm doing that, I might, whilst you're joining us, I might just sort of separate this barbecue a little bit. I've overdone the heat here. I don't want it too hot for these steaks. Medium hot. So, waiting for Dingley Dell pork. Is it connecting there, mate? Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to one of these steaks. In the words of PC Barbecue, this is going to be soft and tender and juicy. Also, too, there's a bit of a discussion over should you eat pork rare and etc. like that. Mate, if it's been looked after well, and if it's been looked after like this pork has, then eat it however you like. Oh. Let's just separate this. We'll just move this out of the way. Oh. Nice in the middle there, I think. Okay. Close the lid, bring down the temperature a little bit. All right. Dingley Dell, how are you going? Let's see if we can join you in again. Aha! Go live with ad. Here we go, mate. Waiting for Dingley Dell pork. Have a little taste of this charcuterie.
Good evening.
Oh, mate, how you going?
You all right? Hello from a very hot farm.
Wow. Where are you, mate?
I'm down at the farm, actually, and if I can get this just so.
Yeah.
See a load of little baby pigs behind me.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go. You can
Fantastic.
see how hot and dry it is down here. And I guess if I hit this thing on the right, that'll swing the camera for a second, will it?
Ooh,
Ah, there we go.
look at that. Oh,
Okay.
it's beautiful scenery. Looks like you've got a beautiful day down there, mate. There's parts of the country were in storms. It looks like you've kept the sun.
We've kept the sun. It's about, I don't know what it is now, probably, it must be high 20s down here. It's pretty hot.
Okay. And so a little bit about yourself then, Mark, and Dingley-Dell Pork and Dingley-Dell Cured.
Well, basically, third generation farmer, family farming business. And I've been involved in it for probably 30 years. So came back to, family farm, decided I'd like to keep some pigs outside. So that's what we did. This probably 25 years ago. About 20 years ago, started the brand, and we said we want to make it about animal welfare, taste and sustainability. And we've very much stuck to that, but just got very much more sophisticated how we achieve that.
Great. Well, we've got some of your product here today. We've got some ribeyes, some lovely marbled ribeyes. You can see.
I can see, Hilary, how well sorted you are. You've got food, you've got wine, you've got beer, you've got barbecue stuff. As you can see, I've got a very hot pig unit, and my wife is hiding around the corner with a beer, I have to say.
So what's it like looking after pigs then? Is it? I hear it's like quite a commitment. Once you get pigs, it's a big commitment. It's not like other animals or other livestock to look after. It's quite a big.
You either love it or you don't. I mean, we've got a team of guys down here, really good guys that work alongside me, and you either get the bug for it or you don't. It's as simple as that. And it requires a lot, especially this time of year when it's hot like this. It creates all sorts of issues. But no, it's brilliant. It's a real privilege looking after livestock, and I think we show a lot of people around, and when they come and visit, nobody really knows what goes on a pig farm or the level of professionalism or what's involved, and it's good to show people around and just get a feel for what a lovely job it is.
So people are available to come for farm visits, is it? Or do you offer farm visits or something like that, or is it?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we probably have 300 to 400 visitors a year, mainly the chefs. So, we obviously sell mainly to hotels, restaurants. So we have lots and lots of chefs come through here from the UK and from overseas. But yeah, we do farm tours for customers, if you like. But, we can do a barbecue tour one day. No problem.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I'd love to come down there and have a look around and see the livestock. I grew up on a farm as a kid till I was about 10 years old, so familiar with the environment. Back in Australia, there were 2 more mountains on the farm, so I don't remember any pigs, lots of chickens.
We're just losing you a little bit there.
Oh, okay.
No, you're back. You got to remember, Hilary, when you live in the countryside, the old mobile phone guys, they ain't too worried about us lot.
Well, it's coming through loud and clear now. So. So the pigs you breed then, maybe, I know you're going to go in a little bit more detail a bit later with Jack in our Afterburn show, but the pigs you breed, what type of pig are they, and how do you get them to the stage where they can be steaks and Tbones and charcuterie?
Okay, well, basically, I mean, if you, we've been working with a meat scientist for several years, and as a business, we were selling to some pretty prestigious chefs, but we wanted to put some real science behind what we were doing. So we started looking at, what is it? What constitutes flavor in meat? And basically, it's quite simply marbling. So what we've done the last few years, we've put in place a marbling program. I think there's 3 people in the world doing this at farm level, and we're one of them. So we took a breed called a Duroc, and what we did is effectively we just kept breeding it, and rather than maybe in the commercial world people would select for speed of growth or what they call feed conversion, so how quickly or efficiently they convert feed. So effectively we said, right, we're going to take this animal over several generations, we're going to identify and select for levels of marbling. So what we've done is we've done that, improved the marbling hugely. We've now registered it with DEFRA as our own breed. So the breed we have on farm is an animal called the Suffolk Red, which you can only find here.
Ah, is that some of the steaks we're going to enjoy fairly soon?
It's exactly what you're going to enjoy fairly soon. So we produce the pigs here. Then we have a local abattoir, which is about 40 minutes away, where the pigs are killed, and then they go for processing at a business called Direct Meats, or they process the bulk of what we do, and then they manufacture different products. And the charcuterie, that was a joint venture, and we set that up probably about a year ago, just over a year ago. Okay,
yeah. And where did you get the ideas from the charcuterie from? Because I see there's some names in there. Perhaps explaining the name. I've got it all laid out. Had a sample.
What we wanted to do, we wanted to really put our own stamp on it. I mean, we've used technology from Italy, so the chambers that we built are Italian chambers. We wanted to produce classic Mediterranean style salamis or whole muscles, and so that's what you've got there. Wow. And what we wanted to do by putting our own stamp on it, we wanted to name them differently. So the sort of top left one, or nearest your lovely flowery shirt, that copper, so that's made from the shoulder, okay. And that one we've called Albion, and Albion was a sea god. We've named the Milano style one that I think you've got on there. Can't quite see, it's pretty sunny here. That's we've called Moccus. I think that's the chorizo one. Yeah, that's the chorizo. Come into the middle one. Yeah. That's what we would call Moccus, and Moccus was a Celtic swine god. So what we've tried to do is we've basically tried to sort of personalize the names to what we do, to agriculture, to history, to this area of Suffolk. So we're really pleased with the results.
I'm very pleased with your results, mate.
Are you? Well done.
No, this is fantastic. This is really, really lovely meat. I haven't tried them all yet. I'm loving the flavour. There's a lot of depth of flavour in them. Very porky. I'm getting a lot of really porky taste out of it. So, wow. I'm looking forward to enjoying that. And I've got a few studio guests that are sort of in the background here somewhere.
Excellent. You've got some help with that plate, have you?
Wavy.
I in the background.
Okay, all right, I better hand it over. And at the same time, I think I'll go back to Jack now, and we're going to cook up some of your lovely steaks. And then after we've cooked up some steaks and had a little bit of a bite, we'll come back and we'll talk a bit more on the sustainability. How's that sound?
Sounds excellent. Enjoy your charcuterie and don't burn the pork.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Hillary.
Hey, cheers. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. I've lost the charcuterie. Let's see if we can find Jack now. Mrs. Jack's Meat Shack. Let's join in. Add. Waiting for Jack. All right. Wow. Well, that's interesting. There you go. There's a little bit more on the breeding and how.
And we're back.
Yeah.
How good was that?
It's good to hear such. It's good to understand a little bit more about what's going on and actually see the livestock as well. Did you see the pigs in the background there, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise they've actually created their own breed of animal through basically, you know, not intensive, but, you know, through selective breeding. So really interesting. I was going to, a bit later on, I'll ask him about how many piglets you get from like a litter as well. See, like, how quickly they reproduce. That'd be interesting to know.
So do you know what the name of the science is behind it all, about the breeding and all of that is, Jack?
No.
I'm guessing PC barbecue might, but yeah, it's called animal husbandry.
Ah, yes.
So a bit of a misleading name. Wow. All right, let's get cooking, Jack. Let's get cooking. Yeah.
Do it.
Stop talking and get cooking. What are you cooking first? The ribeyes or the T-bones?
I mean, the ribeyes are going to they're going to take no time at all, really. So I might get them on so they're resting.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same, mate. Yeah, I've got a plenty of. I've split the coals apart now because they're way hot now in the middle here. That's much better. I get about sort of 5 seconds before it's uncomfortable.
When are we going to open the wine?
Oh yeah. Well, let's get the steak on, and then whilst it's searing away, how about we sample a bit of the Dingley Dill Pig's Fizz? How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
I can hear that sizzle going on. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I'm going to do all 4 of these. What the heck? I've got a bit of a hungry fellow in here. Actually, I'll just do the 2 for now. And I'll do 2 of the Tbones as well. I think I might. So, there we go. What have we got there? About 18:27. So, about, what do you reckon? 5 minutes, 6 minutes each side?
Not even that, mate. No, like the ribeyes, 2 minutes a side, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, my grill's set to like 200 degrees Celsius, so. Woo.
I think that's going to bubble away. I want the fat to render out on the T-bones. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I would keep turning them. I've got mine away from the heat in a minute, so that fat can get a bit of a head start. But we're gonna pop some bottles now, yeah.
Yeah. As soon as we've got a couple of minutes before we need to turn, how's that sound? So,
Ready?
There we go. Who's gonna pop first, mate? Oh, hang on. Oh.
Hey! Oh.
Nice one, mate. Here we go.
Hey, look at me posh glass. It's like the Great Gatsby in here.
Ooh, here we go. Let's see if I can get one of the studio audience involved. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, they've got one of the further neighbours a bit further over involved. Oops. I know that neighbour, but I'm not sure how she'll be with champagne corks. And
the missus says, "Watch the patio."
Yeah. So here we go. This is Pig Fizz. So they make this down on the farm as well.
Ooh.
Look at that. Here
I'll tell you what, that's lovely.
I think it's a particular year they sent us as well, wasn't it? This is the 2015. So
yeah, 2015.
Yeah. But let's see what they say here. All right. Cheers, Jack.
Mate.
Always a pleasure.
Cheers, Hills.
Oh, that's quite nice. Hang on.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm enjoying that. I think
Very nice.
That'll go really lovely with this pork, won't it, mate?
It's really really dry and quite appley, so that'll go lovely with the pork.
Yeah, lots of bubbles involved. So, all right. I think nice.
Oh, I've got some nice grill marks on mine already, mate.
Oh yeah. I'm going to give them a. I'm turning the ribeyes. I'll just turn them 90 degrees. But the T-bones, I'm going to get the fat up the heat now, mate. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm the same. This is the furthest away now, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a kiss, and then we're going to move it over the direct heater later on. Get some, mate.
These ribeyes are looking awesome, man. I flipped them. I think pork you can flip a bit more than beef, can't you?
Yeah, because it's not. I mean, I treat it like a steak. So whenever I do it, I always, move it around and toss it a couple of times, and then let it rest like you would a normal steak. But it's a little bit more forgiving, really, I think, pork.
You don't want to overdo pork, though. You don't want it to get too dry. Oh, here we go. We got a bit of flare up.
I'll tell you what. I mean, what a difference the temperature makes. So the British government used to advise that pork be cooked to 71 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
But now now you can pretty much get away with cooking it. Obviously, if you know where it's come from. So obviously, we know Mark. We know Dingley Pork is amazing. We know it's been cared for, reared really well. So you can cook this as you would a steak. So if you wanted to have it rare, like we did that night when we met Mark, you can have it and live to tell the tale because we're still here.
Yeah. No, we had it rare that night. We had it. What's the magic term for it? There.
En cuisse, my friend. Dangerously moist.
There we go. Just that one cooked over. Look at those ribeyes there. A couple more minutes for those ribeyes whilst we. Smells pretty good too. I was expecting a bit more rare up, but I haven't quite got that yet. All right. Might have another double of that pig. Before you put your steaks on, did you season them at all, or what did you?
No, I mean, every time I use Dingley Pork, I always let the product talk for itself. So I don't bother putting like seasonings on it, anything like that. When it's cooked, rested, nice, liberal, flaky sea salt across the top of it, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
Because it tastes so good. You don't want to spoil it with any like sauces and rubs and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly. I didn't go for any rubs on this time around. Salt and pepper. I did give it a good seasoning. And I want to see that fat run around a bit there. Look at that fat going a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe not on this one, but look at that fat going a bit. Whoop. How are your ribeyes coming along, mate?
We're getting there, mate. I'm going to check them in a minute.
Okay. Now we've got some sauces for our. We've got some sides for our pork here, apparently. So
45 the ribeyes at the minute.
5. Okay. Right on. Oh my fat to render out a little bit here. Just
You can't beat that, can you? Like crispy. Like my favourite thing to eat, when I probably shouldn't eat them anymore because of my gout. Jesus Christ. Pork scratchings. I love. Oh my God, Hills, it's raining.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I might have to drag the gazebo over. 2 seconds.
All right, mate. I'll focus on the. I'll hold the pork. Now turn these. Ooh, burning my fingers. Here we go. All right. Over here.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go. Back in the game. It'll be coming your way next, mate. Don't worry about that.
I think it's already passed here, so we're good. We're good. We're all good. That's better. I'm hearing some lovely sizzling now. I think I might have. I should have kept it nice and hot. I think, but I'm cooking it over there, straight over the direct heat now.
I mean, you made them incisions, didn't you, in your pork fat? So that will help it render out.
Yeah.
But that's the question, isn't it? Right. So, do you go for perfectly pink pork, or you sacrifice a little bit of that like doneness for crispy fat? What do you do?
I'm on the side of crispy fat, mate.
Same here. I'm the same.
Yeah, bit of crunch, you know.
Yeah, a bit of texture. Love it.
So here we go.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. I'm glad I had this gazebo up because I would be drenched right now.
Does it really come down that hard, is it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Oh, these are coming out lovely, mate. Oh, yeah, you can see the 2 different steaks in there on the T-bones there. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought it was the loin and a little bit of the tenderloin on the T-bone.
You might have to ask Mark. We might have to check in with Mark. Oh, look, these steaks. Oh, up. There we go. I think I'm going to take one of these ribeyes off, or both of these ribeyes off.
Yeah.
And have a bit of a taste, have a slice. So, hang on, we've got one of the studio guests here. What would you like?
Do She's coming after your charcuterie, mate.
Oh, all right. Let's give that a go. All right, the studio audience, we've got a bit of a request here, so I'm going to get one of those fillet off right now.
I'm at 55 in the ribeyes, so in a minute they're going to come off and rest.
Okay. I might just dash in and get my. Oh, we're going to announce the winners too, yeah. But let me go.
That's an awesome little prize, though. If people are winning like exactly what we have today, that's an awesome little prize. Where's he gone? He's run away.
Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hi.
Where's he gone?
He's just gone to get his thermometer.
Ah, okay. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail, Heels. That's what I say, mate. Got mine with me all the time. Carry it everywhere I go, just in case something needs probing.
Whew. Forgot me probe. What do we got in there? A bit off. I think I should have put them.
Mate, these ribeyes are ready to come off, I think. Let them rest, bit of salt.
So the magic ingredient, she's made some white bean puree to go with it all.
Bloody hell.
That.
That's well posh.
I think I might let her have some champagne after this. How does that sound?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can call it champagne because it's not from the region of France, is it? This.
Sorry, sparkling beverage.
Yeah, we don't want to get a BBQUK after us, do we?
All right. Oh, yeah, my T-bones are done, mate.
Yeah. So we've got some questions, Hills. We got someone asking, am I looking forward to the rugby? Of course I am. Where's it been for all these months? We've still got to finish the Six Nations, 31st of October. See you there. And someone asked, what part of the country are we in? So you are in...
I'm in a place called Stoke Newington, which is a suburb of London, northeast of London. So.
Mate, Hills is like mega rich. He lives in the richest part of Hackney. And I also live in East London. I'm in a place near Walthamstow, so...
Look at that, mate. Here we go. I'll cook up those two there.
Oh.
What do you think, champion?
They look good, mate. I'm just crisping off my fat a little bit now.
All right, and now I think we've got...
Ribeyes are coming off to rest.
But, you know, look at that, mate. All right, I think we'll just let them rest for a few minutes. What I might do is let them rest under the umbrella out the back, out of the rain. It's starting.
Is it raining now?
There you go. Give them a couple of minutes to rest. I'm going to chuck a... Oh, here we go.
Of course I'm a Saracens fan. That's the only team to support, isn't it? Someone's asking about rugby.
Ah.
I'll tell you what, all the Saracens boys love a bit of barbecuing.
All right, well, I've got the pork steaks there. There's a couple of them there going. Hang on. Where's the other one? I'm going to put a few more of them on now. Ah, they're all ones there. I'm going to put a few more of them on. But whilst we do that, we should announce the winners of the. There's 3 different winners of the. They'll be receiving a charcuterie pack from the prize. So, number 1, we've got a guy called James, and his handle is Man Meets Fire. So, James, Man, if you're online, give us a wave. We'll be looking out for you, and we'll send you details over to charcuterie, over to Dingley Dale Charcurterie to get some charcuterie out to you. We've got another guy called Tom, BBQUK. So, thing as well.
Oh, I know Tom. I've seen his page. That's a good little page, mate.
Oh, and also another bloke called Stefan Sewell. So he'll be receiving a pack as well. So, all right,
Brilliant.
Let me. I'm going to get a. I might need another plate to get these ones off. I'm going to put some more the rest of the ingredients on now. Oh, God.
Oh, get some more on it. See, I was pretty reserved because it's only myself eating, so I've done 2 of the ribeyes and 2 of the pork, the T-bones.
Oh, well, I got a studio audience here today, mate. We're all fired up.
Live studio audience, I like it. Well, we need to discuss when our first live Fiery Thursdays on location is going to be.
Fiery Thursdays on location. All right.
Yeah.
Let's put the thinking caps on. Our audience out there, if you're got any ideas, give us a call up. Here we go. Let me check those ribeyes. What do we got there? 60, coming up 70 degrees. Those ribeyes are perfect.
For people watching, tell us where you are in the country or in the world. Put a little, put your flag up. Oh, right there.
Nearly dropped one. I'm gonna have to get one of these sliced now.
Yeah, I'm gonna slice my T-bones in a minute. Not my T-bones, my ribeyes.
I might need to get a bit of a photo. So what we'll do then is, it smells awesome whilst this is cooking, mate, doesn't it?
Oh, mate, look at that fat. Look.
I'm gonna have another quick drop of the pig that's whilst it's nice and cool. I think that pork has been cooking for a few minutes there. Maybe on that, I might have to get a bit of a slice of that pork T-bone over. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll slice mine now.
I have to do it. I'd say I'd have to do it for BBQUK. I want to see if it's lovely and tender and juicy.
Moist.
Moist. All right, let's go over. Hold the fork a second, Jack. I'm just going to get a slice of that. There you go, Jack. Look at that. Look at that, mate. I don't know if you can see it.
Let me.
It's the T-bone. That's the little side of the T-bone. Is that the fillet?
I think it's the. I could be wrong. I think it's the tenderloin.
Oh my God!
I'm just salting mine.
And it's flaming sensational. My God! Wow. I'm gonna have another little bit of a taste there.
I mean, that's the ribeye. Look, you see it dripping. Oh,
it's beautiful, isn't it? There's so much fat and juice and flavour in that. Pork can be, dry and flavourless, but this is sensational.
That's good. That's so good.
Wow. All right, mate. Well, I'm going to go and hang with the studio guest while you go back to Mark and talk about sustainability.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah.
So if we just do a quick wrap up then. Big thanks to Dingley Dell Pork and Dingley Dell Cured. Dingley Dell Pork for the Tbones and Ribeye. Sensational. Get online, order them now. Go check them out on Instagram. It's via Direct Meats that you can order them and get them delivered. Do it. Do it. Get some on your fork now. Get some for the weekend now.
Yeah, I tell you what, they do all different cuts. They do ribeyes, they do pork chops, T-bone, they do shoulders, everything you can imagine in the Dingley Dell range. They do sausages, ham. Give Direct Meats a call, chat them up, get an account set up, and enjoy some of the best pork you'll ever try, basically.
Okay, and then hang on. Oh. Sorry. So anyway, we've done Dingley Dell pork with the ribeyes and the steaks. Here we go. We got a little bit of fat here to show. Oh, yes. Look at the juices leaking there, mate.
Oh wow!
How's that? Oh my gosh, that's going to be so tasty. There's a lot of hungry. I can see a lot of hungry faces behind me. So first of all, big thanks to Dingley Pork for the steaks, the ribeyes and the T-bones. Dingley Cured for the charcuterie. That stuff, I'd be surprised if it hasn't disappeared already. It's beautiful stuff. Also to the Pig Fizz, the champagne slash sparkling beverage. And big thanks to Mark for showing us around the farm, and he'll be joining you in a minute, mate.
Yeah, going to go over to Mark now, talk a little bit more about the pork, and yeah, next week, Hills, you want to tell the people what we've got?
Next week we'll be talking turkey. How's that?
Talking turkeys, yes. We're going to go across live to Copper's Turkey Farm, and we're going to have a little look at all the little hatchlings that are, you know, developing into our Christmas dinner. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And we've got a pretty awesome guest lined up for the Afterburn.
Oh,
I'm pretty excited, mate.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what happens then. I'm gonna sign out and let you go and catch up with Mark on the farm, mate.
Yeah, no worries. What's going to happen now, everyone that's watching, is Hillary's going to end this feed. I will then start my own feed live on my page, and we'll go live across to Dingley Pork and talk a little bit more about the meat. Oh, Hills, that looks good, mate. Salute you.
All right. Thanks, Jack, and thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great evening.
See you later.
All right.